Who are you and what exactly are you doing here at Comic-Con?
My name's Dave Rankin, and I run Effigy Skateboards.
Tell us about Effigy? Effigy. Tell us about that.
Effigy was basically my idea to create functional art. I used to skate a long time ago, and I also wanted something that was just my own dream, the right combination of my art and functionality. And I came up with using skateboards. And I used to be an illustrator, and I used to do tons of album covers for like metal bands and hardcore bands, and I was into comic books for a very long time. But skating seemed more something very. It just seemed like a better fit for me.
Alrighty. Now, tell us about your art style. I'm looking around at all the different prints that you have here, and it's a very distinctive style. How would you describe it to those people, to everybody out there?
I'd say it'd be pretty dark, pretty textural, but at the same time with a sense of humor. A slight sense of humor, you know.
Like, is it like a sadistic sense of humor, or is it sort of like really like a light humor?
I would say it's a little light, you know. Like, you know, take for this piece for instance. It's just got something in it, and it's pretty dark, but you know, I don't want to take myself too seriously.
Going a little too seriously sometimes may not work. Yeah. Now, what is out of all of these, which is your favorite and why?
Oh, my favorite piece? I don't know. That's a mean question.
I'm sorry. It's like asking your kids. It's like asking your kids which one's your favorite. No, I'm just kidding. But
I don't know. Maybe this piece. This is so tiny.
No, why that one?
It's the original is much bigger. But I think that one might be my current favorite right now.
Why is it your current favorite?
Just because I really like the way it came out with as far as its texture and the whole idea behind it was really cool to me.
Now, where do you get your inspiration to not really just do all of this, but as someone's blocking the camera? Where do you get the inspiration to create all these different masterpieces?
Well, my whole idea is to develop my skate company as sort of I guess a rolling graphic novel. My idea is to develop a storyline, and over each new release of my boards and my paintings, have this ongoing story. So a lot of the inspiration that I get comes from what I'm thinking about with what I'm thinking about where I want the characters to go and who the characters are. Now, concrete influences. Definitely Road Warrior, definitely Blade Runner, Frank Miller's Ronin. I'm totally influenced by that, and you know, a lot of other early comic books from like the '80s and stuff like that when I was like 14 and collected.
Alrighty. So it's a really eclectic mix that you got going on. Now, one last question I do have to ask. You said you were a skater, correct?
I still skate.
You still skate. All right. Sickest trick that you've ever done?
Oh man, nothing. Really? Maybe just what I do is board slides on rails. You know, front side board slide. That's it.
A lot more than I can do. Well, thank you very much for the interview, sir.